You can't run an online business if you don't sell products. If you want to have a successful online business, you need to have a reliable payment provider. And with Kajabi, you have multiple options. First, you can use their integrated Kajabi Payments, and they are highly promoting this to use it. But there's some people who don't think this is enough. They want to use Stripe as their payment provider, or maybe PayPal, or they need a platform outside of Kajabi like ThriveCart, or if you're in the Netherlands or in Belgium and you need Ideal or Bancontact payments, you need something like Linktopay, our platform we built for Kajabi, or maybe Plug and Pay, another Dutch checkout provider. So there are many tools you can use, but let's just start with a simple one. Let's start with the integrated Kajabi Payments and how to set it up. After this, we will look at different payment providers, how to integrate those platforms. I'm Bastiaan the Koning from Jiffy Courses Online, and I work with Kajabi since 2014. And during the last decade, we helped over 1,100 entrepreneurs to build their online businesses in Kajabi, to build websites and courses. If you want to learn how to build a 100k business yearly, download the Hitchhikers Guide to 100k. And I'll tell you the 6 steps to get there with just 3 products and 1 platform called Kajabi. Here we are in the dashboard of Kajabi, and the first thing we're going to do is set up Kajabi Payments. For this, go to Settings, and on top of your settings page you will find 4 panels with the payment setup, checkout, customer payments and taxes. The first thing you need to do is start with payment setup. And Kajabi will ask you a lot of information about your company, your address information, your tax numbers and company numbers. It's all kinds of business information, and it's needed to set up a reliable account with Kajabi for paying, getting paid, and that they are allowed to manage the payments for you. It's just a one-time setup. It takes a few minutes, and after this you will come to this page. And now you see that Kajabi Payments is connected, but you can always change it. You can see the details and change all the setups. You can change your bank account, and this is the bank account that Kajabi will send the money to. It's good to know that Kajabi can send the money to a Wise account, as we are paid in US dollars and our company is located in the Netherlands, so we work with euros. We don't want US dollars to be converted directly into euros, so we send US dollars to a Wise account with a US dollar account, and then we can decide whether we want to use it to pay our bills in US dollars or to convert it to euros. We can make the decision. When it's connected, Kajabi allows you to use Apple Pay, Google Pay, Visa, MasterCard, Discover and Amex. This is Union Pay, I have no clue what it is, and Klarna. If you're living in America or another country, you would also see Afterpay, but in Europe I can't offer Afterpay. At the bottom, you have the option to connect with Xero and with QuickBooks. These are apps for your accountancy, but these are not made for the Dutch market, so I'm not using them. But if you are based in a country that can use this, it's very easy to connect with those apps. After you have set up your payment details, the next step is to set up your tax. And taxes are different in every country. So Kajabi connected with Quaderno to manage all the taxes. Every country has its own rules, and I can't explain what the rules are in your country. I have no clue. I know only European rules, and this says that if you're selling to a customer, you always collect a tax. If you're selling to a business, you collect a tax if it's in your country, and if this business is in another European country, then it's reversed and they need to pay it, and if it's outside of the EU, then the tax is 0. So it's pretty complicated, and you don't want to handle this. Just let the system do it for you. And that's why you need to fill in this information. First, you need to say, what is the tax? Is it an ebook? Is it an e-service? Is it consulting? I always prefer standard because it's too complex to select one of the other ones, but contact your specialist on accountancy and ask what you need to fill in for your business. Same with product. Is it a service or a good? Is it advice you're selling? That's a service. Or is it a physical product? Then it's a good. Fill in your company details. And then you need to select a tax jurisdiction. And for this, you can add jurisdiction for all the countries where you are registered to pay taxes. I have just the Netherlands. This is my company tax ID. And you need to fill in a valid from date and a valid until date. Well, actually, in the Netherlands, we don't have a valid from and we don't have a valid until. You have a number and that's your number. It's for life. So the valid from date, just select something in the past. And the valid until date, I selected 2050, just far away. That's good enough. When you've set this up, Kajabi will calculate the tax. They will see you are based in the Netherlands, or I am based in the Netherlands, and what will be the tax for my customer in their country. It will be done automatically. This was the most technical part. There are two more settings you can change to make it more easy for your clients. The first is the checkout, and in checkout settings you can select whether you want people to opt in for your mailing list automatically or not. There are several options. You can also automatically add them. It depends on where you live, in which country you live, which setting you can use. So I'll leave it up to here. You have the option to let Kajabi store the card information from your customers. So when they come back, they have the card information already there. You have an option to use webhooks, and a webhook can be fired after a purchase and send the information to another platform, for example, your accountancy software or something else. And if you want, you can add tracking codes to your checkouts. You can all do this on this page. The other setting is customer payments, and here you can set up whether you want to send a receipt to your clients. What Kajabi can't do at the moment is to send out a proper PDF invoice. In Europe, we want to have invoices that are numbered and the numbers must be continuous. Kajabi can't do that for you. So what they send out is a receipt, and you can select when to send it, what information must be on it. And at the bottom, there's some more information, how people can manage their subscription with you, if they can enable or close it themselves, and if you want to auto-revoke product access when a payment fails. It's up to you. Just fill in what's good for your business. At this moment, Kajabi is ready to receive payments. And the next step to take is to set up a checkout. You can go to Sales and to Payments. Here you get an overview of all the payments you have made. And the second spot is Offers. An offer is the duct tape in Kajabi. An offer can hold multiple products, for example, a course or a PDF, and you combine it. You can put in your community, so it can hold multiple things, and it comes with a price on the right side. What you see is that we have a price here in euro with taxes. And that means that the tax will be on top of it. Of course, you can change the price, but also the settings. So let me go to pricing first. Here, you can select whether it's a one-time payment, a payment plan, subscription, or it's for free. You can select the price and you can select the currency. And then you have the option to collect sales taxes. In the Netherlands, it's always mandatory to collect those, so I need to switch it on. And I can select whether the price must be included the sales tax or the sales tax must be on top. In Europe, if you sell to consumers, it's normal to have the sales tax included. So the 47 you saw here is including the sales tax. People just pay 47. If you pay it on top, if you don't select this option, it will be added to it. So the price will be around 60. At the bottom, you see which payment options people can use for this product. Standard are credit cards. They are already there. And you can also select Apple Pay, Google Pay or Klarna. When you go to the checkout, you see everything is filled in. You have the price here. Then there's the taxes, 21%, and what people need to pay. Here are all the details people need to fill in, and we need a lot in the Netherlands, so we need a full address. And at the bottom they find the cards they can use to pay and whether they want to store the card for future purchase. We discussed that. Terms and conditions, it's important. And at the bottom you find the buy button and you can change that. Like this, buy. Save the page. This checkout is very simple and I prefer a simple checkout. I don't want to have too much fuss on it. Maybe a header on top, maybe some testimonials. But if you like, you can also add more content to the left side of it. You can add a text block telling more information about your product, like this. Or you can also add a course outline. So people will get a preview of all the lessons that are in your course. Of course, you can change all the colors and stuff. That makes it a little bit more. Okay. Personally, I don't like it if blocks are not aligned correctly. So I want this part to be a little bit bigger, make it 6, and it will bring this part at the same. So now it's 6, 6. This way you can change this page, add testimonials, add more colors, do everything. Get rid of this image because we have it twice now, like this. Just make it like you want to have it. Personally, I think you sell your product with a sales page. And when they are ready to buy and click the buy button, they will only see the checkout. Now it's the time for them to get their wallet and to pay. I don't want to have too much confusing stuff on this page. This is how you set up Kajabi Payments and use the Kajabi checkout. That's all integrated in the platform. This video is part of my Kajabi Launch Path trainings. It's a full training program to build an online business on Kajabi with a 100k revenue. You can get this training for free if you sign up for Kajabi using my link. You will also get our templates you can use on your website, so you don't need to create your own websites. You get the swipe copy for your funnels and your emails. You get access to our community so you can contact other Kajabi users too. And if you're going to be a paying customer for Kajabi, we have 2 more wonderful bonuses for you. Just follow the link, sign up for Kajabi, and you will get this full package for free. As I said, Kajabi is heavily promoting their Kajabi payment services. But previously they had Stripe and PayPal, and you can still use Stripe and PayPal with Kajabi. So go to your settings and go to integrations. And when you scroll down to the bottom, you have the option to connect PayPal. When you connect PayPal, people can also select the PayPal option in your Kajabi checkout. At the bottom, you find third-party payment providers, and I think this is rather confusing because when you click View Third-Party Payment Provider, you will find just one called Stripe. Stripe used to be the #1 payment provider for Kajabi, and many people are already using Stripe with Kajabi. But they decided when they created Kajabi Payments to make Stripe a third-party payment provider. And with that, there are additional fees for using Stripe. And there are many people complaining about this, and I can understand it because they were using Stripe for years and now they need to pay to use Stripe. So I can see they are upset, but still you can connect it and then it will be an additional option when you create a checkout. You can select the Kajabi Payments, PayPal or Stripe Payments. Actually, Kajabi Payments is just Stripe, it's white labeled, but when you use Stripe you have more options because you can manage your subscriptions and your payments in Stripe itself. When you're using Kajabi Payments, you get only the information Kajabi is providing to you. So I talk with people who prefer to use Stripe, but because of the extra fees they must pay for Stripe, they are more forced to use Kajabi Payments. And I'll leave it here. If you're new to Kajabi, just use Kajabi Payments. If you're one of the old-time Stripe users, it's up to your business if it's possible to switch to Kajabi Payments or use a different solution. with these two options, you can still use the Kajabi checkouts and the affiliates and the coupons and invoices. Everything works. That's great about these three integrations. There are a few more options I'd like to mention. If you heavily rely on affiliates and automatic payments and managing affiliates, you can use ThriveCart as a platform. ThriveCart is just a one-time fee and you get external checkout pages. So on your sales page, you have a button, buy it now, and you send them to the ThriveCart checkout page. And when they pay there, you need Zapier to get the people back in. This is pretty complex to do, but it's a way. And as we have many affiliates working for Jiffy Course Online, we have ThriveCart for our dollar payouts. If you live in the Netherlands or in Belgium and you need payment services like Ideal or Bancontact, Kajabi can't offer this for you, and you can use Linktopay. You can go to linktopay.eu and you will come to our website where we have built an integration for Kajabi to pay with European payment services, to get PDF invoices, and also to get your taxes calculated according to the European rules. You can try Linktopay for free, 28 days, and it's very easy to integrate with Kajabi. You don't need Zapier. You just copy one link from your offer, paste it in your checkout, and it's all working for you. If you haven't done it yet, like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you will be notified when the next video is online. Don't forget to download the Hitchhikers Guide to 100K. For now, just follow one of the videos you see here on top to learn everything you need to know about Kajabi. I'm Bastiaan the Koning from Jiffy Course Online. See you then.